Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Shooting the with Yankee. As always, I'm Yankee, so let's start shooting. Today's question is about caliber. What do you think is the smallest caliber that's still effective for self-defense? Are you one of these people that'll carry a 22? Because, good enough for me. Will you want something that's, 9mm or more? Do you want something that's 44 or 45 or bigger? What do you think is your bottom threshold for a concealed carry self-defense round? And I'll start us off. And I would normally say 380s as low as I'll go. But that would be a lie because I often carry my little Bobcat when I can't carry, or my Tomcat when I can't carry anything else. And it's 32 ACP. So the fact that I carry it means that I'll go that low. So that would be the thing for me. Now, do I think it's as good as 380? No, not even close. I did a video today where I told you I don't think it's anywhere near as close, but it's still pretty good. I wouldn't use it as any kind of long distance defense or offensive weapon, but up close and personal, it'll get you out of a bind. So I trust myself to it, and I carry it. So I'm going to say 32 ACP. Anything below that, you're really risking it not being effective, in my opinion. We'll see here in a second if other people agree with me or not, because let's go over and read what viewers have to say when they weigh in on which caliber is the smallest you can go to and have it still be effective for self-defense. Now, before we do that, I want to remind everyone that we are in need of your support. If you want to help support the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash that notification button and select all so that you get notified whenever we do videos or when we go live. And if you want to support the channel financially, go on over to my website, TYMPpistolproject.com. Over there, you can buy merchandise like my Sasquatch shirt here, the Single Action Shooting Society Squatch. So going over there, get something like that, or our new merch, the Dalek shirts we got over there. Or you could even become a Subscribe Star member or a Patreon member. And right now is the last day you can get entered into some drawings over there. So go over and check those out because the first is the last day you can get entered into those. And by the time you see this, it'll be the first. With that being said, let's get to the comments here and see who says what. Andrew Avila chimed in and he said 32 ACP. That's what I said. And I would actually recommend people, like I say, go higher. But since I actually carry it, I can't be a hypocrite and say it's the lowest I'll go 380 when I go lower. So I go pretty low. There's Johnny Mandrick. I thought he was dead. Apparently he's not dead. Well, good Lord, him and Dale Rickety are both here. So I'm glad I didn't put a down payment on that Trabunkin or whatever how you pronounce it. Tadurkin. What do you call those things that fling dead bodies? And other stuff, they're not made for dead bodies, but they will do fine with them. Johnny Mandrick says 280 is as far down as I go. 22 long rifle still. I think he meant 380, not 280, but 22 long rifle still useful. It's useful in some things. Like if you're attacked by evil chipmunks. And don't think you won't, because it's been my experience that the vast majority of chipmunks are neo-Nazis. And I stick by that. I did a video on that, actually. Sean Bain says, in the warmer months, I have no problems at all carrying a 22 long rifle. In the colder months, 38 special, 357, or 45. So I guess the lowest still goes 22. That's pretty far down. I mean, I guess you could get smaller technically, but not much. Practical Bacon says, and plus he's probably aware of the evil chipmunks. That's why he's carrying that. Practical Bacon says 380 is okay. Lowest I carry is 9mm and 38 special plus P. 38 special plus P ain't no really much better than 380 in my opinion, but it's still something at least. But yeah, in revolvers, 38 is about as low as I'll go. 38 plus P. Or 9mm. But 9mm is more powerful than 38 special, believe it or not. Although you can load 38 special pretty hot, but I don't want to blow up my gun. And I don't want to reload because I would blow up my gun. Ace Ricky, haven't seen him in a while. 380 really just because LCP2 is as small as I would be willing to go rather than a J frame, of course. You know, I still want one of them little LCP2s, the double stack LCPs in 380. That would be a great little deep concealment gun, and I want one, but I just have been too cheap. Cheap. I'm like a little baby chick. Cheap and broke, that's a bad combination. If you're going to be frugal, you should be rich, secretly rich, you know, and then when you die, you leave people millions of dollars. That way they could say, well, see, he was just frugal. I'm just cheap and broke. Colin Hepburn said 380, seen it shoot clean through the shelf in my safe. Well, if your safe ever attacks you, that'll work. That'd be good. Hopefully your safe doesn't attack you, but you never know. Paul B said, hail Phil, 380 is as low as I go. That seems to be kind of a common trend, 380 being the lowest people will go, but there are some exceptions. Edgar Cortez, I should have asked too, and what would be the smallest barrel you'd be willing to shoot it out of? Because some people will go down to 380, but they want at least, you know, a 3-inch barrel or something, or 2.5 inch. So they'll go with like, you know, 232 or 230 or something like that. Edgar Cortez says 380 is the smallest caliber I carry. Leandros 1236, who is a total see you next Tuesday, by the way, and you'll find out later during the America Guns and Freedom chat why, says can't go lower than 380 for me. Dale Rickety said 44 Magnum. He ain't shooting no 44 Magnum every day or carrying that around. His hip would snap. It would snap like old dried twigs if you tried hauling around that 44 Magnum all day long. You all know he's 116 years old. Ghost Shadow, I think he's regressing in his memory a little. Back to when he was a young man. But I don't think they had 44 Magnum when he was a young man, did they? He would have had to carry something like 32 or something because that's what all the single action armies were chambered in. I've seen pictures of him when he's young. He's standing in front of a flag and it ain't got the right number of stars. Ghost Shadow said 9mm marginal, 357 mag or larger preferred. Well, that's what I prefer too, 357 mag, but I'll go to 32. Daniel Pennant says 22 long rifle, self-defense, 9mm to stop an attacker. What's the difference? I mean, when you defend, you're stopping it's a weird distinction there. I'm not getting it. But we got one more person weighing in here. Oh, Daniel Pennant weighed in again. And he said, why would you pick 38? Oh, I'm not picking 38 Super. No one would pick 38 Super. No one would really carry a 38 Super. People are smarter than that. I don't believe anybody's actually that dumb. I think they just like to irritate me. But thanks everybody for weighing in. That looks like that's it for us today. How about you out in YouTube land? What do you think is the smallest caliber that is capable when it comes to self-defense? It seems like we had a wide range of people in here, everything from 44 Magnum down to 22. Seems like 380 is kind of that consensus level of that's the bottom, that's the floor for most people. But a few of us are willing to go a little lower. What do you think? Hope to hear from you. And if you want to weigh in on one of these topics in person, come to our live chats. We do them every night at 6 p.m. So come on in, be heard, and just enjoy the camaraderie. You know, make some friends. Everybody could use some friends. I got no friends, but you all can have them. But like I said, thanks also to everybody who showed up today and actually participated. It is appreciated. We'll be doing the American Guns and Freedom podcast here in just a second, so stick around. But that's it for today for Shooting the Shit. Thanks everybody once again. It's all appreciated, everything you do for the channel. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.